Hey there! Have you been enjoying our recent videos? Today, we're going to be talking about something all of us sometimes go through. In this day and age, it is increasingly easy for us to feel stressed and overwhelmed. Especially with technology and so much access to information, we can be likely to find ourselves plagued by information overload, causing us to feel tired, swamped, or even helpless. So at the times you do find yourself with far too many things on your mind, here are some handy tips that we hope will help you organize your thoughts. Let's begin. Step 1. Write it down. If you find yourself occupied with a flurry of thoughts and ideas running through your head, the best way to keep track of them is to organize them outside your head. Declutter your mind by penning your thoughts down. Our brain can store information, but it's not always the best at retrieving it. And when we do try to remember, more often than not, information comes out in pieces and even distorted without us realizing. By keeping this information externally, we unload the data that our brain would otherwise be forced to store, freeing it to process more important things. Write how you're feeling and jot down your to-do list, and release the burden of trying to remember them all day. Moving on, step 2, prioritize. Don't let your surroundings dictate you. You should live and be driven by your principles and values. With everything that goes on in our day-to-day, how can we better plan it such that we function as effectively as we possibly can? One way you can do this is by using the Eisenhower matrix method. This method suggests categorizing your activities into 4 quadrants: do, decide, delegate, and eliminate. This gives you a better idea of what is truly important and what doesn't deserve your attention. Feel free to pause the video to have a better look. Along with that, you can also use our planner, which has spaces for each day so you can organize your priorities. You've got this. Step 3. Automate your decision making. Decisions are a part of our lives, and whether we realize it or not, we're making decisions every second that we breathe. What should I have for lunch today? What color shirt should I wear? How can our brains cope with the myriad of non-stop decisions we have to make on a daily basis? We can manage the flood of information by focusing our attention. By creating an automated decision-making system, you eliminate the need to spend too much time on less important everyday choices, thus alleviating feelings of stress. We'd recommend a decision-making tree to help simplify the process. Here's a quick example. If you're figuring out what to have for lunch today, create a decision-making tree to help you streamline your thought process. Here are some other prompts you can think about. What decisions are considered important to you? Which details are unnecessary? What shortcuts and ways can you implement to simplify your decision-making process? Next up, step 4. Get rid of distractions. Have you ever been in the middle of work only to find yourself picking up your phone to reply someone on Instagram? Multitasking doesn't necessarily mean you're being more productive. The reality is that our brains can only do so much at a time. When we allow ourselves to do a few things at once, we're essentially switching between activities very quickly. That can not only overwhelm us, but also tire us out and cause us to waste more valuable time. Put your phone on silent mode and try creating 25-minute blocks of uninterrupted time to concentrate and focus on what you're doing. Last but not least, step 5. Do nothing. When you've worked on something for the longest time and you've reached a point where you don't see an end to it, it's okay for you to step away from it for a while. By giving yourself permission to do nothing, you're also giving your brain time to rest. Don't busy yourself to the point you feel like you haven't progressed at all. Breathe, take a walk, and come back to your work with new, fresh eyes. It's as simple as that. We hope this video made you realize that while feeling overwhelmed is completely natural, there are practical steps to manage it. Here at Mossery, we pride ourselves in creating stationery that helps you explore your identity and tap into your potential. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you found this helpful. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, drop us a like, and leave us a comment. What are some things you do to cope when you feel overwhelmed? Have a great week ahead, and we'll catch you guys soon.